Okay, so let's look at this question. So you remember the premises and everything, right? And
Yeah.
you correctly selected the conclusions. That's good. Now, Aisha's conclusion follows logically. So this is why finding the conclusion is so important. Because if you
Right.
pick the wrong sentence, then you're
Then
looking at the wrong thing. Does that make
exactly.
sense?
Yeah.
Aisha's conclusion follows logically if which one of the following is assumed. All right, we know the conclusion is that Vadim is going to be laid off with 100% accuracy. Okay, so this is the opinionated part of it. And you need to question this. You always need to question the conclusions. So we're not looking at the answers yet. Lauren, I want you to go ahead, go through with this, the whole prompt. Look at the premises. Select the one that you think that matters the most, or just have a general idea and tell me what you think is wrong with this argument, potentially is wrong with this argument.
I think
Anything that you question, go ahead.
the last sentence like kind of calls my attention. And then I
Okay.
kind of feel like it'll you can only assume this conclusion is right if he was if he was the most recently hired programmer.
Absolutely beautiful, Lauren. Yes, well done. That's it. That's exactly what I was asking you. Well done. And this firm strictly follows a policy of laying off the most recently hired programmer in such cases. Therefore, Vadim is going to be laid off, right?
Mhm.
I can put a therefore here and it'll connect it back to my conclusion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If that's the correct conclusion, then it has to work. It has to pass the test, which it does. All right. You said, what should we have to assume here? Say that one more time, because I'm going to write it down.
We have to assume that he was the most recently hired programmer.
Exactly. Done.
Wow,
Because
I've
if I
never been
don't,
that confident before. That was crazy.
yeah, there you go. Recently hired programmer. Because I'm showing you the mechanics of the LSAT. Really. That's what it is. He was the most recently hired programmer because if he wasn't, I cannot conclude this. This makes no sense.
Yes.
Right? That's how this
Yeah.
argument is flawed. So the assumption has to address the flaw, nothing else but that flaw.
Got
So
it.
now we're going to go through the answers, okay? And now we're not going to get tripped up here. We're looking for the thing that we already know. So
And it's
slowly go through the answers and tell me. Now you'll be able to do this quickly. Tell me if it's right or wrong, and we can eliminate now.
A's wrong, B's wrong, C's right.
That's
Um,
it.
yeah.
Done. There you go. Right? Vadim is the most recently hired programmer at the firm. I just explained to you the mechanics of how assumption questions work. Now, the harder questions will have more fluff, basically. That's how the
Okay.
LSAT is more of a reading test than a logic test. The harder assumption questions will have more fluff around them, and we're going to look at a couple right now.
Hmm.
And it'll just try to throw you off even like harder, essentially. And
Got
you
it.
need to stay focused, laser focused here. All right. Cool. Great. Great work. I hope you're taking notes because this is important.
Yeah.
At
So
at least
to
make.
summarize, the
Sure.
only the